What's up, everybody? MagicWithRacingDudes.com here to watch the Grade 2 Pilgrim Stakes at Aqueduct, Belmont at the Big A on Wednesday, October 4th. Race 7, a Breeders Cup winning urine for the Juvenile Turf. And if you want to watch the replay as I give my analysis, click the box right up here. It'll take you over to the replay. You can watch it as I give my thoughts. And then if you want to stick around for the post-race analysis and thoughts headed towards the World Championships, you can also get that link down below in the description box, where you'll also find some chapters if you want to skip right ahead to when the race starts or skip ahead to my post-race thoughts. You can find those chapters down below. Won't be offended if you want to skip around a little bit and get to your favorite parts of the video. Here for the Pilgrim Stakes, top pick for me is going to be Agate Road for Todd Pletcher. This is the horse that Irad Ortiz Jr. is riding when Pletcher has 2 in here, though he does also have the 7 Triple Espresso, who is interesting in his own right. But Agate Road, a son of Quality Road out of Yellow Agate, and if you've been watching horse racing for, maybe a decade, at least a decade, you know what this is like. But for me, I've finally been watching long enough that the horses, when I first started coming around, or first started paying attention to horse racing, now have their own horses doing really well. I remember Yellow Agate winning the Frizette Stakes, in 2016 and going to the Breeders Cup that year. I might have even liked her in the Breeders Cup Juvenile Fillies, not sure. But Agate Road, I do like here in this Breeders Cup Juvenile Turf prep for Pletcher. Like I said, Irad Ortiz Jr. riding, bred for the turf, should handle the distance, no problem. I do like Fulmineo underneath. This is the 8 horse that Jared Welch really liked for the preview over at RacingDudes.com. Flavien Prat riding for Arnaud Delacour. That's a really sneaky group, especially when they're in stakes races. So going to watch out for those two. But here we are. They're all in the gate for the Grade 2 Pilgrim Stakes. $200,000 purse. Going a mile and 16th on the turf. And they're off. And a huge break right away from the 1 horse, Liam's Journey. But he's not going to be able to hold the lead. Spirit Prince for, I think that is exactly, Clement Joel Rosario, hell-bent on getting it. The 6 gets spooled, I'm sorry. Going to sit up close as well. Agate Road is towards the rear there. He is in the same silk colors as the other Pletcher. Triple Espresso, the 7. But we'll see how they do. 23.5, so faster than we saw them doing the Miss Grillo. But Spirit Prince looks a lot more controlled and comfortable than the pace setter in the Miss Grillo did. Not getting any pressure. There's a multi-length gap back to 2nd and 3rd. Rosario looks like he's letting the horse kind of come back to him, take a breather. BD Saints in 4th was ranging up and then suddenly just got put at the choke job on. I think I would have let him go up a little bit closer. It was just slamming on the brakes halfway down the backstretch. An interesting move. 47.34, still sensible fractions. They're starting to get close to Spirit Prince, but he did get to slow it down there. Good job from Rosario. Now he's probably going to start to press on the gas going in the turn. Tiffery making a move, tipping off the turn in 3rd, or tipping off the rail in 3rd to try and make a move. Isn't able to sustain it. Spirit Prince kind of, Rosario letting out some more of the rain. Here comes Agate Road. He's tipping out from the rear. And also Fulmineo has been riding the rail pretty much the whole time. He's going to have to go this inside route, but he's moving in step with Agate Road. Agate Road's running well. Spirit Prince still has the lead. Oh boy, this 8 horse is going to have to go between the 1 and the 9. This is not going to end well, especially with Irad on the outside. Here comes Agate Road. He's going to strike to the front. He gets the lead. There it is in, the 8. Wow. Okay, so the 3 wins. I was watching that last 16th of a mile, the 8 Fulmineo with Flavien Prat trying to squeeze between the 1 and the 9. And that looked like the window suddenly went from wide open to slam shut because the 3 was kind of coming down a little bit. That's classic Irad. I'll hand it to the 8. Pratt had to slam on. I'm going to watch this back again. Pratt had to slam on the brakes. And the horse, when he asked him again, the horse, I don't know if he just had so much momentum or adrenaline or what, but he stopped to avoid an incident, which is very lucky, and then he just kept going, and he passed both the 1 and the 9. He got his head down in front. It's 2 really good horses right there. 2 very, very good horses. Spirit Prince ends up getting 4th. He had every chance to try and wire that and just wasn't good enough. Liam's Journey broke well, used that inside trip. Fulmineo, man, I don't know if he was better than Agate Road. We didn't get a chance to find out. But if I'm connections, and it's yes or no Breeders' Cup, the top 2 I think should say yes to that. Agate Road looked great. See if he can do better than his dam did. She was 10th that year in the juvenile fillies. And then Fulmineo. Oh, every time I see this replay, man, I mean, Pratt just like goes straight. His butt bounced straight up in the air. Wow. Decent finishing time, about 6-2 for that final 16th. Nothing flashy. Agate Road 2-1 here with those connections, with it being Rapoli and St. Elias. There's going to be a lot of attention on that horse at the Breeders' Cup, betting wise. Watch to see who the Euros get. They're actually going to call a dead heat on the 1 and the 9 there for what happened. Now, I know that I did see here that there was an inquiry, an objection for Fulmineo on everything that had happened, but I don't think I'll take a look at the head on here. It just was classic Irad. The 3 came over a little bit, which is interesting because Irad was left-handed whipping and the 3 still came down. And then the 1, it looks like he just kind of shied away. As the 3 was coming down, the 1 was like, well, being a young horse, thought, well, I don't want to get hit by this horse crossing over on me. By the way, the 1 forced out by the 9, who was running a little squirrely. Every time the 9 gets hit, he runs a little squirrely and it comes out. Yeah. So the 9 came out. It was the 9 as much as the 1 that caused the 8 to bump. Now, if the 8 still ends up finishing second, I think if he doesn't finish, if for whatever reason he doesn't cross the wire first, I think the 8 still needs to finish second. Definitely better than the 1 and the 9 in that spot. So yeah, those are my thoughts on that. Irad, he's done so much dirtier than that. That was just race riding. I thought that was an aggressive move for him. Classic Irad, but he gets the wins, right? So can you really be that mad? Tell me your thoughts on this division, the Pilgrim Stakes, Agate Road, everything down below in the comment section. Is Fulmineo the horse to take out of this? Two good prospects out of the Breeders' Cup, I think. Make sure before you leave, like the video, subscribe to youtube.com/racingdudes, and make sure you visit racingdudes.com for free picks every race, every track, every day across the country. And if you go to racingdudes.com right now, between now and October 7th, that's your last day, Saturday, your last day, subscribe to any of the monthly packages that we have there, starts at $70. You're going to get the Coolmore betting Bible, the Coolmore Turf Mile Stakes betting Bible, that's for this weekend at Keeneland. You're going to get the 14 trends for the Breeders' Cup, supplemental wagering guide, and you're going to get the Breeders' Cup betting Bible itself. All 3 of those things, $130 value. Get it for any package that starts at $70 at racingnews.com. What are you doing? Go over there right now. The video's done. Go over there. Get out of here. I'll see you at the track. RacingDudes.com is your home for the best free picks for every race, every track. It's Breeders' Cup season, and we've got wall-to-wall coverage of the World Championships. Subscribe to youtube.com/racingdudes right now. Click the notification bell. You never want to miss a single video. Want to make money betting horses? Bet with the Racing Dudes.